in this video, we are going to look at how to create a orthographic drawing. It is important that you use the BSI drawing sheet that your teacher has provided you. This ensures that it is at British standards and that it will show line types, dimensions, and views accurately. Once you've opened up your British Standard sheet, you are going to go to Place Views and we're going to select Base. We are then going to click the yellow folder and you're going to select the first part that you would like to create an orthographic view of. Now we're not going to close down the menu, instead we're just going to drag it off to the side. And you can see here that it has placed my part on my drawing sheet, and I can use the view cube to rotate it or flip it around so that I get the correct view. Now this view is going to be our elevation, and it's important that our elevation matches the elevation from the drawing sheet that has been provided. So in this case, I am using the National 5 2023 assignment of the desk lamp, and this part is the base. So when I look at drawing sheet 1A, this view here will be my elevation. Now, despite the fact that my view cube shows right, your view cube does not have to be the same as the view that you're aiming for. So instead, we're looking at what view we have rather than what the view cube says. Now, we're still not going to click off the drawing view. Instead, I'm just going to drag my part so that it is in the kind of bottom left of my sheet. Now, I don't want it too far over. I want enough room around it so that when we annotate it with dimensions, they'll all fit in. So I'm going to put it about here. Now that we have got our elevation placed, we're going to look at placing the plan. So I'm going to move my mouse up, and you can see that there are dotted lines showing where my plan will be placed. Once I'm kind of happy with where it's going to be, I'm just going to click once. I'm then going to look at placing an end elevation. So again, I'm just going to move my mouse off to the side so I can see dotted lines. And I'm going to click once. Now, don't worry if you accidentally click a view that you shouldn't have, or it is wrong. What we can do is we can look at changing that later on. Now that I've got my three views, I can look at seeing whether I should need to change the scale. Now, Inventor will automatically pick a scale that it thinks is suitable, but you might have been asked in your task to put it to a specific scale, or you might want to make it smaller or larger to fit the page better. You can also look at disabling hidden detail, for example, if you're doing an assembly drawing. And you can make it shaded, however, this is not something that we regularly use in graphics, therefore it should not be selected. So in this case, I want hidden detail to be there, and I do not want it shaded. Once I'm happy with it, I can press OK. Now, I have the view that I've accidentally placed, which is wrong. To delete that view, I'm just going to select the box that goes around that view and press delete on my keyboard, and I can press OK. If I accidentally delete a view that I shouldn't have, or I have forgotten to place a view, I can go up to my top menu and press Projected, select my elevation, and then I can just place the view that I have forgotten by clicking my mouse, right-clicking and pressing Create. By placing your views correctly, you should be able to move your elevation, and your plan and end elevation should move with it. I can still move my end elevation separately, however, it can only move side to side rather than up and down because it's in line with my elevation. And it's the same with my plan. My plan can move up and down, but it cannot move side to side because it's in line with my elevation. And this is how I have created my orthographic views. I can then go to Annotate, click Text, and I can write in plan, elevation, and end elevation. Like so. I can also use text to fill out my title block.